Hey, what's going on, you guys? Welcome back. So, it is like 2:30 in the morning, but I wanted to capture the raw emotion because I was playing around with some fragrances, and you guys know I love to layer and find really good fragrance layers. And usually it takes a lot of experimenting. And tonight as I was kind of playing around with some fragrances, I found one that I really liked, man, and I'm so glad I found it because basically, just to kind of give you all the backstory, I picked up Honor and Glory by Lattafa a few weeks back. I thought it was just way too sweet, way too playful. It's like a very creamy, sweet, pineapple type of fragrance that honestly starts to lean feminine in my opinion. I don't even consider this a unisex fragrance at this point. I made a video recently where I was talking about it being 58% masculine, 42% feminine. And honestly, after wearing it some more, I'm kind of like, I don't know, man. It's like 60-40. It really starts to kind of lean into feminine territory, in my opinion. So I started playing around with it, see if I could find a good fragrance layer, because I can't wear this alone. I don't enjoy it. So let me kind of set the stage. Like I said, creamy, extremely sweet, pineapple, kind of milky fragrance. Amir Al Oud by Lattafa, which you guys have seen me mention a good bit on this channel. Amir Al Oud Intense Oud by Lattafa. The By the Fireplace Cologne, since it has kind of some of those darker, smoky notes, it really neutralizes this and allows it to lean back into being truly unisex, in my opinion. And maybe even lean a little bit masculine, but pretty much unisex when you throw this on top. And then, man, you throw on Fragrance World Suits as the third part of this layer, and it gives it some interesting kind of counterpoint with that patchouli and that vanilla you get in this. So this on its own is still really kind of that super sweet milky pineapple, still kind of leads the way when you just layer these together. But you throw this on top, and that patchouli really gives it kind of a counterpoint for the pineapple to not just bore you to death and choke you out. And man, when you throw this on top, it just makes magic, man. I've gotten a lot of wear out of Fragrance World Suits and Amir Al Oud. Honestly, I haven't had these very long, and I got some decent dents going on in these. So, where would you wear this? This is something you would wear to a vineyard. Let's say you're going wine tasting. You know, you got on a pretty nice outfit, maybe kind of like spiffy casual outfit. And you know, wine tasting is one of those events where it's kind of artsy. It's a hobby for some people. So it's kind of like an artsy, elevated type of environment, right? Because usually wine is considered something that's kind of a little bit elevated, you know, a little bit higher class. So you're gonna have like a spiffy casual outfit on, but you kind of want to keep it artsy. This captures that so well, man. This keeps it kind of playful, artsy, not too serious, but then you throw this on top and it really kind of elevates it just enough. Perfect to wear for like a wine tasting, like an outdoor wine tasting if you're going out this fall to do something like that. So what do you get? You get like a burnt, creamy, milky pineapple with the smokiness that really, like I said, kind of gives it that burnt feel. And then the patchouli that just kind of elevates it and gives it some more interest, kind of a counterpoint for the creamy pineapple. And like I said, just kind of elevates it and makes it so sexy, man. Now, let me teach you how you have to layer this because it has to be specific. I've been kind of playing around with this. For every one of these, you got to double up on these, right? So let's say you go one of Honor and Glory. 2 or 3 minutes later, you got to double up, right? So 1, 2, Amir Al Oud. 2 or 3 minutes later after that, you throw on the last piece, which is Suits by Fragrance World. 1, 2. That's how strong this is, man. For every one of these, you got to double up on these because this is just such a overriding sweet, creamy pineapple. And it's just, like I said, it's very hard for me to wear alone. But now I'm glad that I purchased this because this fragrance layer is so worth it, man. Like I said, this is what you wear to kind of an elevated, artsy wine tasting kind of outdoors event. Definitely probably don't want to wear it indoors, because this is just so sweet, you probably will choke some people out. But if you're outdoors, perfect. You're gonna be the best smelling guy there.